here because of the miss, please don't abandon us. If the miss just says a few kind words, we can be spared, why won't the miss do so? Isn't our life less important than a few words from the miss? Exactly. Miss, are you really so heartless as to abandon us for Yi-Chen? Yi Liuli felt an immense grievance, and though her heart ached, she couldn't argue back. She lowered her head, her voice choking, today's incident was my fault, I offended young master, please, young master, show mercy and forgive me. Although this apology wasn't entirely sincere, Gu Chang'e still chose to forgive her. After all, he wasn't a cold-blooded person, and this small matter wasn't worth caring about. That's great, miss. The two youths exclaimed in joy, as expected, young Master Gu didn't make things difficult for us. They exchanged a grateful glance. Then, the two of them knelt down and repeatedly kowtowed in thanks. No need to thank me. Gu Chang'e smiled lightly, it was Miss Liuli who allowed you to survive. If you wish to thank someone, thank her. Yi Liuli gritted her teeth inwardly, cursing Gu Chang'e's ancestors 100 times. Young Master Gu, I came today to ask a few things and to seek justice. Gu Chang'e was slightly stunned, thinking to himself, I don't remember ever doing anything to Miss Yi. Does this matter have something to do with your Yi-Chen? Gu Chang'e smiled and said, or is it Miss Yi who thinks I did something? Killing an ant is just a matter of raising my hand, is there really a need for any reason? Yi Liuli wanted to say something but stopped, her expression somewhat confused. In fact, if Gu Chang'e really wanted to kill Yi-Chen, it would not be difficult. So how did Yi-Chen survive after offending him? Is it like the rumors say, all for a woman? Yi Liuli unconsciously glanced at Su Qingxiao. Her figure and demeanor made it easy to understand why men would go crazy for her. These men really are blinded by beauty. No. Impossible. My brother has always been an honest and upright person, he would never do such a thing. Yi Liuli retorted, her tone very certain. Seeing Yi Liuli's hesitant and angry expression, Gu Chang'e showed a satisfied smile. In fact, he didn't kill Yi-Chen. Because he still had use for him. As for the reason, even if they racked their brains, they couldn't figure it out. If Master Gu didn't kill my brother, then why send someone to the He Lu's sacred land? What does this have to do with my brother? Yi Liuli asked in confusion. Ridiculous. Did Miss Yi come here today to blame me? Gu Chang'e raised an eyebrow. Do I need to explain to you if I kill an ant? His words were full of contempt. As soon as the words left his mouth, he released a powerful aura, leaving Yi Liuli no time to react, her body trembling slightly. Though unwilling, Yi Liuli understood that Gu Chang'e was right. With his status and strength, dealing with He Lu. Sacred land was no different from killing an ant. If it were just an ant, would there still be a need for a reason? What's more, if I wanted to kill your brother, how could he survive another second? Gu Chang'e said coldly. At this moment, Yi Liuli realized that her actions today had indeed been very irrational. System prompt, Yi Liuli has developed feelings for Yi-Chen. Yi-Chen's luck points, -100. Host's fate, +500. Gu Chang'e smiled, finally achieving his goal. This thorn had deeply pierced Yi Liuli's heart, and the next steps would be even simpler. There's nothing more to say, Gu Chang'e ordered to send them off. Miss Yi, you young people should communicate more. Anyway, as someone from the upper realm, it's also a kind of fate to meet in the lower realm. Gu Chang'e was clear about Aunt Shue's intentions, but he pretended not to care. To him, a girl like her held no attraction. He planned to leave, no longer paying attention to Yi Liuli. Upon hearing this, Yi Liuli was slightly stunned, a trace of unwillingness flashing in her eyes. What did that person named Gu mean? As soon as he turned around, Gu Chang'e showed a very sinister smile. Now, Yi Liuli was following the usual path down the mountain, and she would definitely find an opportunity to meet Yi-Chen next. The secret realm is about to open. As long as Yi-Chen isn't stupid, he will definitely show up and grab onto the big shot, which is Yi Liuli. Based on the methods left before, it's clear where he will appear, the time to set off has arrived. Yi-Chen, don't disappoint me. It seems the incomplete map wasn't wrong. Indeed, the entrance to the Tianyuan ancient secret realm is here. Now, the key to the Tianyuan ancient secret realm is in my hands. Although the secret realm is full of traps, I can easily enter the important areas. As long as I can obtain the Tianyuan Supreme Sage's inheritance, I will definitely find Gu Chang'e and clear the shame, and that bitch Su Qingxia as well. Looking at Yi Chen's attitude, Yan Ji didn't know how to respond. In the end, is it really going to come to this? Yi Chen believes that Gu Chang'e, with the old monkey, easily destroyed the 9 Luo Holy Land. Could his goal also be the Tianyuan ancient secret realm? What Yi Chen said might not be wrong. Apart from this ancient secret realm, there is nothing in the mortal world that Gu Chang'e would care about. If this is true, once the secret realm opens, Gu Chang'e will definitely be the first to arrive. There will surely be restrictions inside the secret realm, and the old monkey cannot enter in his peak state. If Yi Chen can obtain the inheritance inside the secret realm, wait for Gu Chang'e to arrive, and use the key to control the traps and formations to deal with him, wouldn't Gu Chang'e be like a fish waiting to be slaughtered? Master, do you think I have hope for revenge now? Yan Ji was suddenly asked by Yi Chen, stunned for a moment, not knowing how to answer. What he said is reasonable, but how can we be sure Gu Chang'e can enter the core area? On the surface, Yi Chen said that Yan Ji's point was valid. But deep down, he felt that Yan Ji chose to trust Gu Chang'e and couldn't see through his methods. Perhaps, since receiving Gu Chang'e's elixir, Master had changed. At this moment, Yan Ji also advised him to be cautious, emphasizing that the forces behind Yi Liuli were enormous. Before Yi Chen reached the Void God realm, it was best not to have too much interaction with her. But Yi Chen had already started to feel dissatisfied with his master, thinking that his master was afraid he might join forces with Yi Liuli to deal with Gu Chang'e. He wanted to see what expression his master would have when Gu Chang'e dies at his hands. After Yi Chen entered, the Tianyuan ancient secret realm officially opened. Nearby cultivators quickly rushed over to seek opportunities. As soon as they entered, they found that their cultivation was being suppressed. A ship appeared early near the secret realm. Young master, it seems the Tianyuan ancient secret realm restricts cultivators below the great ability realm from entering. The inheritance of the quasi-supreme expert just happens to limit the cultivation to a moderate level. As Gu Chang'e had predicted, this Tianyuan ancient secret realm is the place where Yi Chen collects experience points. If he's not wrong, although Yi Chen's cultivation has not yet reached the great power realm, he still has enough strength to dominate here. When the time comes, he'll be able to harvest Gu Chang'e. The people below quickly noticed. The newcomers were from the Lin family and that young adult. They immediately signaled each other to stay away, not daring to approach. Gu Chang'e told everyone to suppress their cultivation and enter together. Inside the secret realm, Yi Chen was handling the corpse of a monster when he heard the shouting. He was very pleased when he realized that it was Yi Liuli's voice. Looking at that figure, blurry. After 3 years, Yi Liuli had grown so much. She was now on par with Su Qing'e. Seeing Yi Chen's gaze, Yi Xue angrily shouted, "Close your filthy eyes. How dare someone as lowly as you look at my young lady's face? 30 years east of the river, 30 years west of the river." The senior's words seemed a bit outdated. Who are you, a bug that has never seen the 9 heavens true dragon, to dare say such things? Only a genius like young Master Gu deserves my young lady. Afraid that Yi Chen might misunderstand, Yi Liuli spoke up to stop him. But Yi Xue continued to remind, if it weren't for this kid, how would Gu Chang'e have such a bad attitude towards Yi Liuli, causing them? Yi Xue, don't make me hear that annoying name again. Liuli, do you and Gu Chang'e? What are you thinking? Then why did you say he dislikes him? What's going on? What grievances have you suffered? It's nothing. It's just that Gu Chang'e, he's the young master of the upper realms Changxing clan, his background is much stronger than mine. If you want to deal with him, you must be cautious. But Yi Chen was extremely angry. What's Gu Chang'e? No one can do anything to me. In the storage ring. Yan Ji also heard everything. Gu Changa's power was so great, yet he still spared Yi Chen's life. Could it be that he really wants to recruit me? At this moment, Gu Changa and his group also entered the secret realm. A person sighed, the immortal trees here are flourishing, the spiritual energy is abundant, this truly is a land of great fortune. Old Ming immediately spoke to remind them, I've already taught you all, don't be deceived by the appearance of things. Have you all not been listening? Use your spiritual sense. In this kind of environment, the demonic energy is mixed in, with hidden traps and mechanisms. It's unpredictable. This trip is extremely important for Gu Changa, we must be cautious, and no mistakes can be made. But Gu Changa spoke, telling Old Ming not to worry too much, as he had his own ways of finding a safe path. The mark I left on the medicinal pills is still there, and the secret realm hasn't been open for long. Even if Yi Chen and the others are acting quickly, they are probably just at the outskirts of the important area. Yi Chen is acting as my treasure-seeking rat, he must work hard. As expected, just as Gu Changa had predicted, Yi Chen and Yi Liuli's group had only just reached the entrance of the tomb. Yi Liuli didn't expect that after years apart. Yi Chen's strength had already reached the peak of the Saint Realm. Although Yi Chen had the key and his path forward was unobstructed, for some reason, he still felt a sense of unease in his heart. There was also another oddity, along the way, his master had not spoken a word. Maybe the inheritance of the secret realm is right here. The longer we wait, the more dreams we have. Everyone, hurry and go in. Yi Chen shouted. Di Shui, seeing how close the two were, felt indignant, this kid is just lucky and got some opportunities. Other than that, how could he possibly compare to Gu Changa? According to the information on Yi Chen's map, this was the tomb of a semi-supreme powerhouse. If the information was correct, then deep within the ancient city ahead, there would be a palace, which was the place of inheritance of this powerful being. Yi Chen reminded, the demonic energy here is getting stronger, we should still be careful. As soon as he finished speaking, a giant demonic beast appeared. When it was about to attack the group, it was struck by Di Shui and sent flying with a single palm. They didn't expect that there would be so many demonic beasts around. Yi Liuli said, destroy them. You go ahead, we'll stay and deal with these beasts. There was no other choice. Yi Chen said, everyone hold on for a moment, I'll finish receiving the inheritance and come back to help you. Just as they were about to take action, those demonic beasts were all sent flying with a single palm. Yi Liuli didn't expect that the one who just made a move was actually Gu Changa. She immediately asked, how did you all arrive so quickly? Gu Changa openly said, I have to thank brother Yi Chen. Gu Changa admitted that he had attacked Yi Chen. It was only now that Yi Liuli understood why he had never touched Yi Chen. She guessed that Gu Changa's purpose in coming to the lower realm was to obtain a legacy in this secret realm. It seems you're quite clever too. But what puzzled Yi Liuli was, Gu Changa comes from the Changsheng family, what legacy does he not have? Why is he so interested in the tomb of a potential supreme? It's okay if you don't understand. Gu Changa saw through the girl's thoughts, knowing she was trying to buy more time for her brother Yi Chen. He immediately ordered everyone to clear the way. The rest of the group remained silent and flew up. They released palm power attacks towards Yi Liuli and her group, as well as the demon beasts. When Shui was about to make a move, she was immediately stopped by Elder Ming. With just one round of attacks, Yi Liuli's group was severely injured, losing their combat ability. She could only watch as Gu Changa left. Before leaving, Gu Changa reminded Elder Ming, don't let anyone disturb. At this moment, Yi Chen had already arrived at the legacy he had longed for. In his heart, he hoped Yi Liuli could hold on a little longer. From the situation outside, it was clear that the palace wasn't as safe as Yan Fei had imagined. Moreover, the demonic energy here was terrifying. She reminded Yi Chen to be mentally prepared. But Yi Chen didn't take her words seriously, thinking she was overthinking. He had already prepared the medicine to cope with the demonic energy here. Before long, Yi Chen also opened the door. Demonic energy surged out from inside. As expected, this is the place of creation for a potential supreme. The residual pressure is incredibly strong. Inside the palace, a dark figure sat on the main seat. A long spear was impaled through his body, with iron chains wrapped around him. Yi Chen gently swallowed. He didn't know where the legacy was hidden. A voice suddenly sounded, startling him greatly. The inheritance is in the body on that throne. The person was none other than Gu Chang'e. His gaze turned to him, as if saying, "This time, you're dead for sure." Yi Chen was in disbelief. How could Gu Chang'e be here? Gu Chang'e said, "Yi Chen, you're really foolish. I've been here for half a day, just waiting for you to open the door for me." As for why Gu Chang'e was here, Yi Chen had to ask himself. After all, it was he who found the path to help Gu Chang'e. Yi Chen quickly thought to himself, someone must have leaked my whereabouts. But who could it be? He trusted Yi Liuli, she could never do such a thing. Yi Chen suddenly looked down at the ring on his hand. Gu Chang'e seized the opportunity to greet Yan Ji, wanting her to appear and meet him. Hearing Gu Chang'e's words, Yi Chen was sure his thoughts were correct. He took off the ring from his hand and threw it away. He had respected Yan Ji as his master, but never expected her to join forces with those who harmed him, just for a pill. At this moment, Yan Ji appeared, looking at Yi Chen with disappointment. With their relationship, how could she not know what Yi Chen was thinking? "You teamed up with Gu Chang'e to harm me, is this your true face?" No wonder every time she spoke recently, something felt off, it must be because of her guilt. He had thought that after spending so much time together, he should hold a place in her heart. But he never expected her to be like that despicable Su Qing'e, flattering and crawling towards disgusting places like an ant. Yan Ji felt a chill in her heart. If Yi Chen really thought that way, then there was no need for her to explain anything. From now on, they would sever their master-disciple relationship. Final notification, Yi Chen has severed ties with his master. Yi Chen's fortune decreased by 200 points, the host's destiny increased by 1,000 points. Gu Chang'e smiled and spoke to express concern for Yan Ji. He felt that her expression had improved a lot. Fortunately, with the young master's gathering spirit pill, Yan Ji was able to become like this. Otherwise, with some people, who knows when she would be able to restore her physical form. In the end, even a trace of her soul might have vanished. Yi Chen remained silent, listening quietly to their conversation. Gu Chang'e continued, "It seems the misunderstanding between Yi Chen and Yan Ji is quite deep. But for Yan Ji now, whether Yi Chen is misunderstood or not no longer matters." Gu Chang'e blamed himself. "What I said just now made Yi Chen think that Yan Ji leaked his whereabouts to me. But that's not the case. Forget it, just pretend like you're pleased with yourself." Seeing that Gu Chang'e seemed to care about her, and comparing it with Yi Chen's attitude towards her today, she probably realized that he never truly considered her as his master. Yi Chen couldn't hold it any longer and spoke, "Gu Chang'e, things have come to this point, are you still planning to be the good guy? You teamed up with her to plot against me, just so I would open the Great Hall's doors, right? Having such a master, it's bad enough that you don't cherish her, but you want to harm others. She rejected my temptation when she was at her lowest, and didn't abandon you. At that time, I truly thought a woman like her was rare in this world. Now that you've gained the inheritance and support, do you plan to abandon her? You're lying. It's clearly you two who teamed up to plot against me. If she plotted against you, why don't you reflect on yourself? Have you never wondered why I let you escape several times? Don't you find it strange? Yi Chen, are you planning to remain confused forever?" Yan Ji spoke, asking Gu Chang'e to stop. If he didn't mind, she was willing to follow him from now on. Yi Chen immediately cursed, "Wretched woman," and was immediately slapped away. The slap was not from anyone else, but from Gu Chang'e himself. If Yan Ji was willing to follow him, he naturally welcomed it. Yan Ji surrendered, the host's fortune increased by 400, and the destiny value increased by 2,000. Gu Changde took out the divine treasure soul-nourishing jade as a gift. With Yen Ji following him,